Welcome to the
Brodies
and we're back
at the Bordeaux.
in some Brodos in a bunch of squares.
I mean, we
Yo,
still at the Bordeaux, just our
yeah,
individual Bordeaux.
yeah.
I
This
was, I
off.
was wondering how that was gonna work out. That's why I didn't say anything. I was like, how this gonna work out here?
Yo, so if y'all don't know, America, this is our first virtual Zoom chat. We finally picking it up after 2 weeks absence. Coming back with y'all to spread that love. We know y'all been listening to a lot of my family adventures and seeing who's crazy in my family and realize I'm very normal comparatively to the rest of the folks in there. But let's get to it. I'm Mr. Brown.
It's your boy Cass in the building.
Slim.
And we got a special person. Usually you don't see him because he's behind the camera. But today, he just wanted to get out in front. My man, Brian, a.k.a. B. Smith.
Or
B. Anthony.
but it's fine.
I wanted to say B. Smith.
That's
to say
fine.
B. Smith.
No, it's fine. It's great. I'll take B. Smith. Thank you for allowing me to be a part.
No, don't do that. You part of the crew, man.
No, this is exciting. I'm glad to be in front of the camera. This is very oh God.
It's gonna be fun. Y'all see, y'all don't know. I've been zooming it for quite some time. And y'all want to catch up what we've been doing before we get into the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about today?
Yeah, we can do a little catch up to make sure to tell people how we've been.
So apparently, America, I get bored when I drink, and so I was drinking last night, and I decided to do some spring cleaning of my face, and I took my mustache off that's been there for quite some time, and I don't think I like it very much, but you know,
Now you just stuck.
yeah, but yeah, it should grow back. Yeah, hopefully in like a week and a half, maybe it should be back.
What's today? Monday?
Hopefully by the
Yeah.
time
Like
quarantine's
Sunday.
over.
Little peach fuzz.
Little peach fuzz, like you know,
What
ain't
you
no.
gonna do if nothing grows back?
It'll go back. Hey, ladies, I got a special request for y'all. Gotta get this facial hair back.
Oh, you see what you did to Brian? You see that?
Oh, here we go.
Even
Now, what
though
if
I'm
that-
not, even
what
though
if
I'm not
that
right
bitch
next to
don't
you.
work?
Oh, spread them.
So, there
I
it
still
is.
hate that shit. Oh man, I've actually missed that. That's funny.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh man, so what's going on in y'all lives, man?
I mean, nothing much has changed since I've still been working. So, like the week,
Working too.
like I don't forget the days, but I still actually have to leave the house. Like my schedule hasn't changed. Like I just drive now.
I need a house too.
It's weird now because I've been driving my girlfriend's car for the past month. It's just like, wow, I've been feeling like it's my car now. I just be on the highway like Sirius XM just blasting like do. So
Do you wash it and detail it like it's yours?
see the way Corona set up in these stations, I don't think it's a good time for me to go over there. So I just been putting gas in it. But gas has been hella cheap thanks to Costco.
Dude. Man,
I got gas for like I think it was like $150 at Costco or something crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was wild though.
Hey, Slim and Brian, notice how I asked that man if he washed his car, and he was like, nah, he won't go over there to get it done. As if he don't know how to put soap in a bucket and water in a bucket and get a sponge in a bucket and rub the car down and spray the car off. Like
He's
this.
cleaning the car to impress right now. Where we going?
No, you see, this he acting like a Negro that ain't never owned a car before. He ain't know nothing about that. You gotta wash the car sometime. You gotta vacuum that thing
I
out.
know you gotta wash the car, but if nobody's gonna see the car besides me,
Well, for sanitary reasons, you still have to keep the car clean.
so the way I got like 3 cans of Lysol in there every time I get out.
So, fellas, realize this man don't wash his own balls if it would just impress himself. And you know, notice that. Like, we gonna put it out there. He said only one he gonna impress is himself. Sometimes you do it for you, Cass. Sometimes you do it for you. You don't want things
Do
to
you do
smell.
anything for you?
Yes, I groom all the time, you know?
No, you wanted to experiment.
No, but even now, when I'm in my spaces and domiciles, like I'm good for buying like Glade plugins because I want my space to smell good.
Okay.
I don't do that for y'all. I do that for me because I am selfish and I'm a narcissist and I do stuff for me. I don't brush
I
my
got
teeth.
incense and candles, and I lit those for me to smell nice while I play my video game.
I think the bigger point is that you do these things for your own mental well-being and to make sure you're just being consistent with doing what you're supposed to do.
I am consistent. I'm so consistent. I'm inconsistent.
Slim.
Yeah.
So he driving his girl car, right?
Right.
All the time.
All the time.
That is almost his car, right?
Last 6 weeks.
And he ain't gonna wash it if not for himself, to wash it for the person whose car it actually belongs to.
That's another valid point.
The way I've been putting gas in it.
That was my next question. Like, are you putting like a full tank of gas in there? Like,
yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, though, like it's something like pulling up to the light and you got a fresh whip, but not been washed and waxed. It just feels good. It feels good, man.
You know, those feels good. That full tank of gas, and me just driving on the road with no traffic feels wonderful.
But what's the point of having a full tank of gas if you're in a dirty car?
I don't see how the two correlate. To be honest with you, I don't see how they correlate.
How this man got a girlfriend still? if he don't do the little things, how does man still got a girlfriend? How does this?
Maybe Cass does other things. You know, maybe him not watch. I saw that, Cass. Maybe him not washing it. Maybe it's just like, yo, okay, as long as the full tank of gas is clean inside, we good. Whereas the three of us is like, okay, I want a full tank of gas and a clean, but you know what I'm saying? So every man is different. Every man is
Slim, have you washed your car during this quarantine?
Yeah.
How many times?
Twice. Right on Central Ave.
Yep, you got the Rona. They definitely gave you the Rona on Central Ave.
I mean, I got the gloves, the mask, everything, and I just needed to wash, man. Like, my vehicle is gray, and obviously, like, the season's changing. It's a lot of bird.
Okay.
I said, yo, I'm not driving this looking like I just doing whatever. So I got it washed. Inside and out, you know what I'm saying? It smells good in there. But yeah,
that's cool. That's not my philosophy.
Y'all ready for some facts I learned during Corona?
Okay. Wash your hands now for 20 seconds, 0.3.
Oh, no. I know why there's so much pollen in the air.
Okay.
Because there's nothing but male trees. All those are male trees and they have nothing to pollinate. So they're just splitting their tree
I knew it.
All in the atmosphere. They just pushing it everywhere because they ain't got nowhere to go. They looking for the female trees, but there ain't no female trees. So they just blasting it. They blasting it everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I got this right, what you just said. So the reason why there's so much pollen right now is because there's so much male trees and they're just, to use your words, jizzing their pollen looking for female trees.
Yeah, because like literally 97% of the trees, of certain species of trees, are male because they just started. It's easier to clone a tree than actually grow a tree, so they just keep cloning the same male tree over and over and over again. But that leaves a big problem because they rather, at the time when they started cloning trees, this is me learning stuff during Corona, they started cloning male trees because they didn't want all the seeds in the road. They thought it was harder to sweep seeds out the dang street than have pollen everywhere. And that's why we got a bunch of pollen with nowhere to go. And you know how that is, gentlemen, right? When you got a lot of pollen and you ain't got nowhere to go.
It'd be a tough time. It'd be a tough time. You get start getting cranky and everything.
That's why you don't go into a teenager's room. It'd be just stiff pollen all over the place. All kind of stiff socks and t-shirts and towels.
Why are these socks so sticky?
I know.
Why are these socks crunch when I step on them?
Speaking of shirt.
Like, why are they so crunchy when I step on them in this floor? It's weird.
It's all this goddamn pollen.
Trial and error. Trial and error.
I just need to pollinate, baby. That's all I'm going to say. I just need to pollinate. Just let me pollinate.
That's why they talk about them birds and the bees, baby. And speaking of us bees, you know we on like level 5 Jumanji now. They got the killer hornets now, man.
Killer hornet.
Did you see it? Did you see the video of the hornet bee killing the mouse?
No, it's a video?
First of all, that mouse is like 3 times the bee size. And the bee just took it out
You
in
talking,
like 10
you talking
seconds.
the Asian Hornet joint? The Asian Hornet?
The
Yeah.
murder hornet.
No.
Yep. I'm not leaving my house. I don't want this love with Jumanji. I'm good.
Man, I saw that joint back like about a whole bunch of years ago, man. I was watching I want to say like Ripley's Believe It or Not. You remember they used to have that show Ripley's Believe It or
With
Not?
Dean Cain.
Yeah, see that man's a no. I got a fellow nerd on the podcast today. He knows my thoughts, my feelings, my wants. But literally, it was just two Hornets, and them jokers is like, yo, my nigga, this is what we gonna do. You gonna get the front entrance. I'm gonna get the back, right? And I'm gonna knock. I'm gonna go hooty woo, and the bees is coming out, and they would just take it one by one and just cut their head off, and then they wait for the next one to come out and just cut their head off, and they took out a whole bee, two Hornets, the whole hive in like an hour. How a whole hive gonna die from two niggas? how that gonna happen, Slim?
You seen the Expendables? Two niggas just walk in somewhere, shoot it up, and leave. That's what they did.
And they took all the honey.
Not my honeys.
How you gonna let two take your whole honey trap? Come on now. Slim would never had. He would have the AKs and the 4.5s and the Desert Eagles.
Hey, no, it was stepped on like a bomb before they even got to the crib.
Something don't feel right, baby. Something don't feel right.
Like, baby, did you hear that explosion? Nothing. Just watch the game. No, we good. There's nothing outside. Get out there and move the body tomorrow.
Yeah, sit out there.
Anything else we missed since the last time you've been around, man?
Last time I've been around. This would be funny. So you remember how you guys made fun of me before for not manscaping?
Oh.
I'm mad everybody had a face. I'm mad everybody had a face. Like, why?
Oh, do tell.
But you got the lawnmower 3.0.
The new Lamborghini. with a 12 cylinder.
or you got that Brazilian. You got a Manzillion.
I don't even know. I just know I was inside. I hate Slim. I hate him so much.
Going to the club.
Shoot. I just remember I was in Target and I was like walking by the Clipper and I was like, I got nothing else to do. I might as well kill this time and see how this works.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know how to describe it. I would just say it's like I gave myself a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know. I don't know.
You give it a fade, bro. You got to fade.
You want to get the brain?
I don't know.
You giving them ice picks on the sideburns, bro.
I just know it's trimmed down. That's it.
Okay. I mean, welcome to the club, man. You know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You want a slow clap?
Oh, I hate you guys.
Man.
But yeah, that's I'm just waiting to get into this first topic because it's been and I finished Ozark. I did finish Ozark.
Okay. I'm in season 2. Last few weeks I've been hitting the track up.
Don't worry, I ordered a weighted vest and a training mask. I'm still coming for that race. Don't you?
I actually did hurdles the other day.
He taking it up a notch on your cast. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Once this weight vest comes, 40 pounds.
Me and Lamb been trying to hit the track.
Goku out here,
trying to get run in and whatnot. But we win the race. Let me know, though, man. Let me know.
No, it's like crazy when it's supposed to be, it's getting warmer. So I just go out on walks and I try to find an empty bench and I just sit outside. Man, there was so many dang people outside today. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all just don't care no more. Yeah, like there's a whole kids' parties outside now. Like, we don't care about them kids. We don't care about granny and grandpa no more.
Yo, speaking of kids, I went on a trail. Like,
wait a minute. Oh, okay.
I went on like a nature trail out here. Was walking with my girlfriend. I think it was across the Cheese. I'm gonna butcher the river that's by us here in Hyattsville.
Chesapeake.
Yes, that one.
Near the bay.
Yeah. So we were walking by there and we just saw like this whole family of kids just playing in the water. Like it was like 7 of them, bathing suits just in the water. like splash and everything. And that water didn't look that clean, to be honest with you. But bruh, like I'll show you guys the pictures. I was really just like, they're legit in there. Like you'd have thought it was their backyard, but
it's crazy out in the streets. So, gentlemen, what's the topic we talking about today? What are we gonna be talking about?
I mean, since it's been 3 weeks since Insecure's been on, and I'm gonna get my Molly hate off. Not full hate, but I have a lot of Molly hate. And I just can't admit that every time I see Lawrence on the screen in Insecure, I get a little excited on the inside. I'm just happy. Every time I see Lawrence, I get excited. I feel like he's living his best life. I just want that for him so much.
Are you only excited on the inside or a little bit on the outside too?
Both, actually. Can't lie. Both, actually. Like the hairs on the back of my neck start standing up. That'd be more impressive if there was like hair there, but it's...
Why are you excited about Lawrence? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I just love his character. I just feel for him so much. Like everything he's been through throughout the show. It just feels. I
can relate to Lawrence.
Lawrence. Like every time he's living his best life, I'm just like, yes. Just like so excited. I'm just happy.
Lawrence is my favorite character, but I think this season, some of the decisions he's been making, it just.
They're real life decisions that we all make.
Okay. I don't know if all of us would make the decisions that Lawrence is making, but
we've all been in his shoes before.
Well,
sure.
Well, let's break down a scenario then. What decisions rubbed you the wrong way or made you look at Lawrence a little different then?
By the way, spoiler if you haven't watched Insecure. Sorry.
Spoiler. I don't think it was the smartest thing for him to go to Issa and tell Issa not to talk about him in the relationship. Or their relationship with his new girl. I think
that was very valid.
Why do you think that was valid? It shouldn't matter.
Because because Issa and her are gonna develop insiders about like, oh, Lawrence does that too. Oh, it's like no, he wants her to know him just for him. Like have no preconceived notions of what he might do or this or that. Because you got Issa, so you could really just keep going to Issa. Hey, Lawrence did this. What does that mean? It's like no, just don't do that. Y'all could be our friends and talk about your.
But clearly there's an awkwardness when the subject of Lawrence comes up anyway, so I don't even think it would have gone that way.
It just went that way when they talked about his putting mayo on fries or something weird that he did.
Yeah, but that's surface stuff. I don't think they're going to get into like what's your favorite.
You don't know.
Brian's a slippery slope. First thing you talking about, talk about how I put mayonnaise on my fries. Next thing you talk about what else I put mayonnaise on. It ain't all for everybody to know what I do and what I don't do. Even though y'all both know I do it.
Sure, I get.
And you know how women get once they start talking together, it's just gonna start going, and the next, they've had a whole conversation about Lawrence, and you got to have a conversation with what's her name? Condola. That's like when she get back to the crib. Now he got to talk about situations that's never even happened with her. So,
but then why did he? If that was the case, why did he lie? That's the other thing I didn't appreciate because she asked him flat out if it was going to be an uncomfortable thing, and he was like, "I'm cool with it." So it's kind of like...
in that moment, of course you're going to say, yeah, I'm cool with it. Because it's just like, you just threw it upon me. I have no time to really say anything. And he can't keep it super honest and be like, yeah, that shouldn't going to bother me. Because then she's going to stop working with Issa, and that's going to mess up what Issa's doing. And he doesn't want to be with Issa, or at least in that particular moment. But, hey, you see Issa's trying to do something. You don't want to mess it up for her, too. So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
He kind of wants to be with Issa, by the way.
Now... But in the moment of that, like the episode when that happened, it was like, we're not together, but I don't want to sabotage you trying to throw this block party. So it's just like,
but like real talk, like any ex come up in your life, you still think in the back of your head that's still yours. Like your name's still written on there somewhere. Like on one part of that wall, your name is still
carved in,
written somewhere on that wall.
It's like the desk in school is just carved in somewhere.
Yeah. It's not my desk no more. I know it's not my desk no more. But my name right there, you know I was here. You know I was there. It's like, and it was like, man, how you do what you do so good? Oh, Yeezy taught me. Yeah, that's how I know. So, I understand. Like you, and it's a fresh breakup. But you better not let canola oil go, man. She a good one.
She's done.
I mean, I don't like her from that question she asked him. And yes, we're talking about Insecure in the 3 episodes, up and down. Who cares? I just don't like that question she asked when she asked Lawrence if she didn't cheat on you, would y'all still be together? I just think that's the most unfair question in America. and that probably would have set me up just because I think it's so unfair. And I look at your faces, somebody looks like they're gonna try to justify it.
I don't know. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, man. I don't know. We gonna do what we gonna do.
I think it was a cop-out. I felt like she just threw that out there because she knew that she was going to get caught in the fact that she was just using Lawrence for sex and to get over her ex or whatever. But, Lawrence being the genius that he is, rather than just, cutting it off, he entertained it. And that's, when it became an issue. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think even in situations, sometimes you got to choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, did he need to comment on that? Probably not. But
probably not.
Himself, and it's like, you know what? Well, hey, are you over your ex? Or you know what I'm saying? So it's like, So she threw the bait and he took it.
Took it.
He got a chance to kind of nah, I'm good. But he took it like most of us would do anyway to prove our point because this is what men do. So
it was just another example. It's kind of like a more exaggerated version or simpler version of what the sink represented, which is I'm going to prove that I can handle or I can do, and when in reality that's not his thing. So The same thing with the relationship. I just feel like all of it is it's a big setup for another epic failed relationship or situationship, whatever this is Lawrence finds himself in. But I mean,
it's just also. The shows of him and Issa trying to figure out their new lives because they worked together for so long. It ended, and they're both trying to figure out when you haven't been single for so long, you forget, like, oh shit, what do I like again? Because when you're so used to being with somebody, you're always thinking in twos. Now you got to kind of go back to thinking in ones. You're just like, oh.
But I thought he was mad at her for cheating, so I would figure
you're mad, but you still love it. Like, you're mad, yeah, because that person did something that gets you so upset, but you still love that person. It's still like, damn.
Time heals all wounds, man.
Word, like, you'll get over it. Because then even after a while, he'll be like...
And that gives me a hall pass.
We were so good. We was really having to talk about this.
Why you stay out so late? Oh, you remember that time, Daniel? Huh?
That's all you can go to.
But no, seriously, it's just like it happens. Time heals all wounds. You slowly get over it. You're like, damn. And then he'll even understand his parts that he played into driving her to do that.
But Brian,
I don't buy into the fact that he played a role into that. Issa was wrong. She made a decision. So
you see
I feel like leave before you cheat. That's just my personal opinion.
No, honestly, we all think that. But once again, we're humans. We're not perfect. Second, now you have to think. They've been together, they were together a long time. My man was 5 years. My man was on unemployment, not working for 2 or 3. And she was taking care of him. Like, he was forgetting birthdays, anniversaries, and he just sitting on the couch. Yeah. And you're losing your attraction to that person.
And Brian, and that's where Lawrence messed up at. Like, we all go through some real life stuff, right? But you can't forget anniversaries. You can't forget those little things. Like, those are the things where you have to kind of really just spend within your means to show her, hey, I appreciate you. I do this. I got this. You know what I'm saying? But I think they both played a part in that break.
Obviously, Issa played more, but it's just he played a part. It was like a 70-30 thing.
It takes two to tango. So they both messed up, but I think they.
Now, don't get me wrong. Issa's wrong for cheating. I'm completely on that one. She's wrong.
But I feel like when you play that card, we're excusing Issa, and that's people bringing that up. Lawrence was a horrible boyfriend. Okay, fine, but. He
wasn't even a horrible boyfriend. At that time, he was just going through something when, at least the way they presented it, was he was in some show and he was in a little depression stage. And Issa was trying to support him. But there's also a point in time when yourself, you have to get yourself up and be like, all right, I'm going to try to do something. I wouldn't like to see when you're trying, when you're going to achieve something, your passion for it. They'll be with you throughout that grind. They don't care, no matter what it is. They just want to see that, oh, look, he's a go-getter for something.
But then she stayed. That's my point. After year 2, when he still wasn't doing anything, she should have left.
And she's wrong. I'm not saying she is not wrong. If I have to give a percentage, it's the 70-30.
How long do you stay with your significant other if they're going through a difficult time like that?
I mean,
just a question.
If I was doing that right now, I'm probably going to take more steps to try to help you get out of it. Like, I'll give you your time to sulk and grieve or whatever it is. Like, do what you got to do. But there's going to come a point when I'm going to be like, all right,
Okay.
let's go. We doing something. And that's
I want to see what the other person is doing before I make a decision like that. And if it's looking like they're not trying, then we're done.
Okay. What about you, OG Brown?
Oh, I was about to talk to the administrator and see if I can get one of those passes to walk in the hallway.
Can I get the pass?
Hey, look, I'm gonna be right back. I got a time in, a time out, and a time in.
I gotta be back in 5 minutes.
I'll be back right here. I was coming back. I wasn't going
I'll be
nowhere.
right there.
No, but I think the thing is I think it's that weird situation where dating, we said, is the interview process of getting the big job. If the big job is the marriage, if that is your big job equivalency, right? And so you might be going through this long internship program and which which he was in, and you got to see how they interact in different situations. Now, I don't have all the scenarios. I don't have all the situations available to me that's going to happen. But when it pops up, that's where it comes up. If we do give you the big job, to have me in better or worse. Sometimes it might be a whole lot of worse before it get better. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to have me in rich and poor. It might be a whole lot of poor before it is rich. You know what I'm saying? And how do you like me now when things aren't as pristine and as pretty? And when he wasn't pretty, she was like, "Yo, let me do what I gotta do."
See, but now if I'm gonna throw Issa some slack here, which I hate that I'm doing, but well, not Issa like real life, but character Issa, is the fact that she's trying to stick through that.
Oh no, I told you in the last show, I'm an advocate for her to have a side dude. Like, she was paying the bills. I think she should get a little side action. That's the way I
honestly,
she get the pass, man. She get the pass.
But honestly though, I think if we're gonna be real about it, you gotta constantly show your partner like, yo, this is why you were with me. Like, make them sure every day, like, this is why you want to be with me. Now, of course, there's gonna be ups and downs. You're gonna have your sad moments, but there comes a point where you just gotta like show, like, damn.
Oh, you gotta remind the people why we let you pass the interview process to begin with to get the internship. You was killing it in the interview. That's why I brought you on. And now you telling me you can't do the things that you was doing. You said you was a go-getter in the interview. You said that you knew how to multitask. You said you understood Excel and Word and all those other document processing things. I
don't understand Excel. I'm still in Excel right now.
I just took a training on Excel already. I feel a little better about myself. I think I'm pretty good at Excel. I just learned how to do the formulas and like
I can't do Excel to save my life.
So that's my only thing with the Issa Lawrence thing. Like, if it's percentage, it's a 70-30 thing. But it's like you still play a part in it. Like, Issa didn't just wake up one day and go, you know what? I'm going to do it. It was more like a slow, steady build. It was like a snowball effect, just slow, steady, and then it's still wrong. Like, you're still wrong, but it's not so black and white. Like, relationships are one of the grayest subject areas in the world. There's nothing black and white. So
right. Except for Daniel was in episode 1, and that's where it started deteriorating from there. And so, but I feel like at that moment she should have just, if that's who she wanted.
But she didn't. But once again, we're human. You don't know what you wanted until you got it, and then you go,
she didn't.
I still want this
at that moment.
I had an idea of what she wanted. I think Daniel was like that person. Like,
I'm willing to
fulfill that void until she figured out, okay, what am I doing with my life? Because remember, like, she was going through with her job. She didn't like her job. It was like a
you stress it at work and when you come home.
Yeah,
your mental's off.
Daniel gave her sexy back. Like, I think everybody need to feel sexy. It don't matter who you are. You need someone that makes you feel good about being you. And when the person that you normally look forward to that. And I know you shouldn't rely on someone to help your ego, but we're human because you was living your life by yourself. You was happy with that. And then this other person came in and they lit up your world.
They showed you something different.
It showed you something different and it made you a better person. And then that person that was lighting up your world is now draining you of that light. Like so it's I think we gotta use these moments to constantly remind ourselves that we need in our relationships to build up and be that light that we were in the beginning. And every day, like I wrote this in my vows. I don't know if it was good vows or not, since clearly I'm not married. But I thought it was pretty good at the time.
Let's hear it.
But I told the wife on the day of, and the vows I wrote is like, I cannot promise you that every day is going to be happy, but I will strive every day to try to maintain joy in our house. Like, and that's what I'm going to try. I didn't do a very good job, America. Didn't do a very good job.
That's good.
But like, just, I don't know. He wasn't doing his part. He wasn't adhering to her needs. And maybe she didn't recognize everything that he needed. It's a very, being on the outside looking in, and when we finally do this divorce episode, it's going to be interesting. But looking back at my marriage, like I'm outside of the force and looking at it, it was like, yo, we should have communicated better. Like we both was going through things, but instead of doing it together, we was looking at each other apart. Like, yo, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, instead of being like, yo, what's wrong? Not what's wrong with you. What's wrong? What can I do to whatever? You know what I'm saying?
What you just said, I think just being in relationships, like, you begin to look at like, dang, like if I communicated, only if I did this or shared this instead of like being in my own little world trying to control everything I can't control, that's half the battles of relationships. Like, I think we know how to communicate in the beginning, but I think we get comfortable to a point where it's like, yo, like, you good? Me asking you, are you good? Saying, yo, like, what's wrong? If you don't tell me, then I'm assuming like, okay, you straight then, like, you all right. But
come on, you've been in enough relationships, Gerard. That's.
I'm saying like that. That's from the younger Slim to like the now more mature Slim. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
We say more mature, like these insecure characters ain't like 33.
Oh, no.
I'm referring to me though, like being younger. It's like, yo, you good? I'm asking, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, if you don't tell me I'm good or whatever, but then you start to realize, like, yo, like me asking you good, I gotta be a little more descriptive. Like, yo, what's really wrong? What's bothering you? What triggered you? You know what I'm saying? So then you begin to build on top of that.
Hey, yo, Slim, you got to give options. Like, you need a taco. You hungry? You need some wine? You need some peanuts? What you need?
There it is.
I got 3 options for you real quick.
And also, I feel like a lot of Lawrence situations I've been in, so I'm just like, I feel like I relate to you, Lawrence. But one thing I will say, I did feel Issa when she was like, yo, I feel like I got like the Lawrence in them trainer. What's she saying? Like potential Lawrence?
Yeah.
Condola got, or whatever her name is. She got like
a new and improved Lawrence.
Yeah.
So she got like Lawrence in making. And then when he was finally done, Canola got like the finished product. You know what I'm saying?
So, I felt that. We're all gonna be like, damn. But then you like usually move on and just get over with it. So
yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
Do you think that Condola, though, what worries me about her is that she isn't always good with communicating what she really wants? I feel like I don't feel like we really understood her until her friends started talking about her at the friends.
And her friends were weird. Like, they were just weird.
They were, but I felt like I got more insight into her as a character.
Oh, of course, because
and then
you want to know somebody, meet their closest friends.
Yeah,
sure. Do you think Lawrence needs to stay with her after hearing all that, though? Like,
I mean,
well, I think
on their conversation. Oh, you go, bro.
No, because I don't think they're together anymore.
They didn't really say in this cast.
It just ended.
It just
because he was about to tell Issa something, and then he was like, he held back. But I don't think they're together no more. Like,
I feel like
he was ready to tell her that
they're gonna talk again. They got to talk again. They had to have a conversation. Figure out.
I feel like he was just gonna keep it at being like, hey, this happened between me and her. I don't know how that's gonna affect you, but that's what happened. Because clearly, it's gonna indirectly, it's gonna affect her. So it's like.
So I feel like he was about to tell her something crazy, like she doesn't want me talking to you or something like that. It was just, I don't know.
I feel like based on that conversation, it was just gonna be like, hey, me and her had an out about this. So this might affect you. And then that probably would have led to a conversation between Lawrence and Issa going like, hey, yo, do we still like each other? And then them both being awkward about it and being like, who knows? So I just don't like Condola just because that one question, because I just think it was so stupid and wild and just really unfair. Because if that was me, I'd just start throwing everything out the window. I'd be like, if presidents were allowed the third term, Barack would have won. I'd just start throwing a bunch of what ifs at you. But
do you think she's going to stay with him if Lawrence's job situation changes, though?
Who, Condola?
I don't think they're together right now. I think they already broke up. So why are we asking these philosophical, theoretical questions?
I think they're still together, but I think they'll have to have a conversation soon.
I don't think they're together. I don't think they were ever in a real relationship. It was just like they were talking, and now it's just like that awkward moment when you talking, when something happened, you go, do I want to make this better or do I just want to just leave? So
see, that's the problem. I learned this weekend, not this weekend, but a lot of people don't have the talk. Like I know men barely broach the subject where they say, what is this? What are we doing? What is this? Like men will have a friends with benefits as long as they friend will allow them to have the benefit.
Text message, what are we? It's like, oh God.
That was a good one. I'm gonna end this.
Man, it had a good run, but we need to start taking onus, gentlemen, of being like, yo, so what are you trying to do? So we be on the same expectation, same path. Because remember I told you a story about old girl that took me over to her house and used and abused me and then ghosted me. And I was like, but I thought we was in love. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was in love, girl. I was going to be Mr. whatever your last name is. We never made it that far. and you quit calling my phone and I was hurt in the inside. But had that conversation like, what do you want? Am I just a good time? Am I a long time?
But I think it's important to ask that question off the rip, honestly. Like,
I don't think you need to ask that off the rip because that'll lead us into
what I mean. Like, so you go out, you get a girl's number, right? Y'all talk for a couple of days, couple of weeks. Y'all go out, hang out. Y'all starting to date more and more. Then, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because I'm not about to waste my time.
It hasn't even been a month. What?
I say a month, man. A month and a half.
Are you out here looking for a wife?
Slim. He ain't in his 30s yet. He don't know. You gotta. We can say these things a little bit faster now.
I agree with Slim because I've been in situations to where like I've taken girls out and we've gone on 4 or 5 dates, and then I get the magic question of like, so why are you being so nice to me, or what is this situation? And it's just like, well,
you know what you say when they ask, what is this? What do you want this to be? And then you get that answer.
See, he's still on that stuff. Yeah. Slim. He's still on that stuff.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I'd rather know in the beginning what the intentions are, because I've spent money on dates and I've done that whole spiel.
It's always going to do that. That's always going to happen.
This is true, but Cass,
it's always going to happen.
Cass, hear me out. So, okay, hypothetically,
so you go out, right? I mean, shortly off rip, hey, what are we?
Listen, I'm not saying off rip. I'm not saying off rip. I mean like a month and a half, like a month to like a month and a half. And okay, what are we doing? Because I'm not going to continue to take you out if you don't see me in that light. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ask you the first date, like, oh, yeah, what are we doing? I'm not doing it. No, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to get to know the highs and lows, everything. And then over time, if that
credit score
builds, right? If that builds, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Because she's thinking the same thing, but no one's cracked the egg yet. If I crack the egg, I'm going to scramble it. I'm going to ask you what we doing.
How you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized?
Oh, jeez.
But honestly, I think both parties really want to know what we're doing, but you have to crack the egg though. If we've been dating for 3 months and no one asks what we're doing,
3 months, I'll give you that. So the reason why I'm looking at it is that it's not like they had mutual friends; they just randomly met each other. So for me, you still takes time to know people. So in those instances, I think dating takes longer. Like if you met somebody through a friend, it's going to be a little quicker because you be like, all right, yo, tell me about them. What's this, that, yada, yada. Or you get some inside scoop or something. But when I never seen you a day in my life, at least for me, it's going to take time because I need to know, are you a killer? But you're not. because I know when you first meet somebody, it's like you meet like their poker face, and then you meet the real face after. So it's like, okay, because everybody's gonna be like at their best when you first meet them. Like a job interview, you're gonna be at your best on the job interview, but when you get in the job after a while, they start to see the real you. You start coming in late. You start like, oh.
What I'm saying is, I think you give yourself a month to 2 months to figure out what it is that you're doing. Like that's more than enough time, more than enough dates, conversations to figure out if you can.
But when you said it, you're supposed to say like, we've been talking consistently for this month, or it's like,
y'all talking for like a solid.
Like if I met you on a Monday and then I ain't talked to you for like a week and a half, and then I went on like 2 or 3 days just because we happen to go on one like once a week, and we've been talking like every other 2 days or something. I'm not gonna force you to like, hey, talk to me now. But just
I'm not putting a gun to you and saying, yo, tell me what it is. No, but I'm saying in my mind, I'm like, yo, a month to 2 months. I'm trying to figure out what can we establish in this realm right here.
I agree.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Man.
Okay, how do you feel about Molly?
This gonna lead now. I was gonna say
how do you
first
feel about Molly.
Well, let's say like this.
Molly and her man.
Hell no. Look about it like this. The Molly situation with a man is cool, but I think we need to go to deeper situation of the natural separation of friendship. Because I think that's something that has happened. I don't know if it's happened in y'all lives where like someone you was really, really, really close to, and then one day y'all just ain't cool no more.
Like nothing clicks.
And it's just like, it's not that like either person really did something, it's just like something in both of y'all individuals just like
you outgrow each other.
Like it's okay to outgrow each other.
Yeah.
But but when someone's been around for you a long time, like I heard somebody that said like this, they was like they got 2 friends. When they down bad, one friend is really, really good and the other one is really, really bad. But when they doing well, the friend that loves when they down is no longer a good friend to be around, and that other one is good. Like I need to find someone that's in the middle. I can't have you like get me out of my lows and bring me up to my highs. But sometimes like it's a power dynamic in most relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Issa's upsetting the power dynamic that existed in their relationship. And I think sometimes
she's more confidence in herself.
But still, the power dynamic's been upset. And sometimes, that what upsets the flow in like a lot of things. I know like there's a couple of friends that we like, oh, when in our relationship, us as the Brodies, I know I come off as the old man. I know I come off as the older brother type, even though I'm the smallest, according to some of the polls that y'all put out there. I'm a nice, healthy 5'10" America. We went over this. We're nice and healthy. I've been drinking water and doing push-ups.
And I'm a healthy 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah, but in other situations, you were like, oh, he's definitely the younger brother in this situation, in this power dynamic. Like, even if you listen to the last 2 week podcast, you'll hear me acquiesce more because the power dynamic is shifted due to age and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that also goes with like your boyfriend, girlfriends, all that kind of stuff. But why do you think the power dynamic between them was even like that to begin with?
That's probably because I think. Oh, you go, Brian.
Well, I was going to say.
Get your screen time.
I totally agree. I think when the season first started, it was established that Molly was the one who was more established, who had more things going on, who had more experiences, and Issa was the one who, had the job that wasn't what she wanted. The love life wasn't.
He's playing catch up.
Yes, like Issa was playing catch up, and Molly was always like the one that she could always turn to and confide in and be kind of like that source of whatever. And I think Molly enjoyed playing that role to a point, but then when things started to shift as far as Lisa getting the career change and just, stepping out and doing things on her own, then I don't think Molly really processed the long term of what that would be. And I think she's seen so much over the years that now Molly's just kind of ready to say her piece, but not because she really believes half the stuff that she's saying, but she's frustrated. I think she sees Issa changing and she doesn't really know how to fully deal with that change.
Said that great, because I was just going to say, I think Molly's stupid because Molly's still mad at her dad,
Okay.
for no reason. Because I don't think she has any reason to be mad at the dad. Because if the wife over it, you shouldn't be over it.
No one wants to
don't-
be deceived by their parents. No one likes to be deceived. And I think that was Molly's whole...
So the brothers knew. Everybody else knew why.
Everyone is different.
Everyone's
Cass.
different.
Yeah. Cass.
So why does she still? Why? With how old she is, the initial reaction, yes, you could be a little upset. Okay, I'm not going to be naive. The initial reaction when you very first find out, like, oh damn, that's crazy. But if you clearly see the mom, your mom is still okay with it. Clearly, they've been fine. Everybody else is fine, and clearly that means they.
But she still has her own relationship and perspective with the father.
Yes. And remember, she was a daddy's girl when it
was a daddy's girl.
The daddy's girl, and she didn't.
Molly is a grown ass woman. Get over it.
We just talked about power dynamics. And some
Molly is a grown ass woman.
Yeah, you talking
Molly
about your
had
ass
sex
right now,
with
bro.
a married man herself, so she knows stuff just happened. So clearly, stuff.
That's kind of different because
it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, cheating is cheating, married man or not. So a married man did like what?
Cass, I understand what you're saying. Like the three of us get it. Like we understand what you're saying.
I don't think you get it.
No. Listen, I think you see this and you're so tunnel vision. Like, oh yeah. Listen, can you imagine like a friend of yours, right, or whatever?
Right.
Look at Molly. She's been a daddy's girl all her life. She didn't find out until season 3 that hey, her dad stepped out on her mom, whatever he did. Obviously, that hurt her. Like that crushed her because like that was her foundation of love. That was what love is supposed to be like. And even as adults, we look at our parents, we kind of want what they have, right? So Molly saw that. She wanted that for herself. So when she found out her dad cheated, it messed her up. Like it definitely messed her up. Now, was she messed up before that? Yeah, she was, because she was seeing Dro and whatever. But that really hurt her to a core. And it might take a while before she comes back together because everyone's cut different. Everyone's cut from a different cloth. Yes, her brother was fine with it. Yes, mom forgave her husband. They moved on. But Molly needs to grieve that. She needs to process why he did what he did.
So
and she needs to heal on her own time.
Agree that she's handling it in an immature way?
Yo, as narcissistic as I am, how am I the one that got more empathy than you?
No, I got empathy. I just choose when I have empathy. I don't have it for everyone. You got to earn my empathy. But like I was saying,
that sounds like the opposite of empathy.
No,
that's
everybody. So everybody has to get it. So just everybody.
I think the bigger point is that you can't get mad at her for processing the situation how she's processing the situation. And at the end of the day, she's looking at this man who has been the example of what she is looking for because he has lived this thing out in front of her. And when that is shattered, I don't care who you are, when that is like done, that messes with you because now you're questioning, well, was all that a lie? Have I been, looking for something that's not realistic and all these other men? That's a lot. And Molly has high standards, period.
I don't know why she
drives the Audi. She drives the Audi.
I had an Audi too. It was old and busted, but whatever. So what would you say to her brother when her brother said, dad was a nigga too, right? Before like
But that's their reality. Number one.
That's reality.
No,
that's their reality.
The power dynamic is different.
Right.
The power dynamic between the relationship between me and my father and the relationship between me and my mother are two totally different relationships. Right. Like if your dad told you he did some niggerish things, you'd be like, oh, that's my dad being a nigga. If your mom said she did some niggerish things, like, oh, mom, you can't be out on the streets acting all kind of way. That's just the relationships that we have. And that's why it's different for her.
Then I guess it's based off my own relationships that I have with my parents, and I'm probably just pushing that out. Because both of my parents, I would just be like, they some niggas. So that's why I'm just like, oh, okay. I clearly understand they had a life before me. So it's like.
But that's you.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at it through my eyes. I'm just like, okay,
that's your view. Yeah.
When you first find out, be upset. I give you that. But also the way I look at it is that in terms of the 2 seasons, it looks like months have passed between seasons. It's not like season 3, like season 2, and then the next day, season 4 just picked right up. So it's like, okay, it looks like some time has passed. I'm going to give you your time.
But again, like everyone deals with things differently. Like if I went home and my dad was like, "Yeah, Gerard," like I was moving bricks, I'd be hyped. He'd say, "Oh, put me on." If my mom was like, "I heard busting guns," I'm like, Why? Why are you doing that? Yeah, why are you doing that? Yeah, it would mess me up. It would really mess me up. Like it would.
But for how long would you be messed up for? That's my thing.
But see,
I guess that's my argument.
So Molly dad stepped out on their marriage, right? Well, Molly father.
And we don't even know if Molly was even born when this happened. So
it doesn't matter though, man.
It doesn't.
As a little girl, your first love is your dad. As a little girl, your first love is dad. So in your mind, you want to date somebody that's like your father. If Molly found out that her dad stepped out, that's going to hurt her. Like that's going to crush her because that was her. That's her everything. It's, I want to be like my mom and my dad. And when you hear stuff, it messes you up. Like it definitely messed Molly up. She was messed up before this, but now she's really like, yo, like I can't believe mom forgave dad. Why are you guys forgiving him? Because people heal at different times. Like people heal at different wavelengths. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it comes down to.
Okay, then
Gerard, break it down in things you understand. You know how the Green Lantern Corps got a multiple spectrum of colors, right? Of the emotional spectrum. Now that they got some green lanterns, they got some yellow lanterns, they got some purple, some red.
I hate him so much. And he used to be slim back then. The Green Lantern.
I had to break it down. Maybe he didn't understand it.
Cass, did wrestling hurt you when you found out it wasn't real? Like, did it hurt you when you realized it wasn't real?
What, wrestling?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
To be honest with you, like I wasn't like hurt. It was just like, oh, okay. Like,
But again, I think that's because of how you're wired. That's how you deal with it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's true to who Molly is. Even when she was talking to Andrew about the whole relationship thing. And it was the most, I think it summed up Molly in the perfect way. She said, I've never been in a relationship long enough to know how to move forward or how to, because she's used to either ending it very quickly or getting her rocks off and then just.
That's it.
So this is something that's challenging her both romantically, but then also in other aspects of her life now, because it's forcing her to really see what's really working in her life. And I think going back to the father thing, it's the same thing. That's something that has wrecked or that's not as stable or consistent. And so she has to find a way to make that work in her world because that's just how Molly is. That's true to her character. Then she's been that way since they've written her. So, yeah.
So then say this. I guess this is about to be a hypothetical. So they find out that the reason why the dad cheated is because the mom did... I don't know. The mom did something horrible to him that made him step out. Do you think Molly would be like, oh, mom, now you're evil?
No. Because the dynamic is different.
Yeah. The dynamic's different. Okay. And a relationship between a daughter and a father are completely different than a mother and daughter.
Okay. Well, still not going to change that. I think she had to immature and I hate her. So you guys had great points.
I think you had a personal vendetta towards Molly. I
probably do.
Yeah, he dated a Molly.
Personal.
He dated a Molly.
I did, and it got me very upset.
Oh,
then that explains it. That explains it.
Then. Things we see at the beginning.
I feel like we all have.
Dated a Molly?
Nah.
I had like a DNA strain of a Molly. I can say a percentage. Like, yeah, you do act like Molly.
But okay, well then, fine. I'll agree to some of your.
Yeah. If you dated a Molly in your past, then yeah, obviously you're gonna hate her now.
That goes into like the Molly and Issa thing, where I feel like Issa's finally starting to get confidence to step up on her own and just not deal with some of the shade that Molly has been throwing the entire series. Just Issa usually just took it, was like, all right, whatever.
They both were kind of shady though, man.
No, but I'm saying, but in the very beginning, it was like just a kind of like Molly would just shade and Issa would just like laugh awkwardly and take it. And then slowly as Issa started getting more confidence, Issa was just like, all right, I'm just not dealing with it anymore. I'm gonna just give shade back then. And then Molly's like, oh.
So you're talking about shady individuals. Y'all want to talk about Tekashi 23, aka Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and his old shady behind?
What happened with this?
Oh, Michael Jordan ain't the shadiest human on earth.
I don't think he's shady. I just think he be snitching on everybody.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. Tekashi 23.
Snitching.
Okay, got it.
That's a whole nother ball. That's a whole nother.
He's shady and petty after all these years. Like, how you not gonna let Isaiah Thomas on that dang dream team? So
that's not Michael. You put that on Michael.
I don't know, man. Mike had
put it like this. Mike had juice, yes, but also if nobody on the team likes him, you're not gonna.
But look at here, Cass. So you talk about like how Molly was doing Molly type stuff when they was like, Michael, did you have responsibility for him not being on the team? And he was like, man, Magic said he ain't like him either, and Bird said he ain't like him either. he ain't take no responsibility. He was throwing everybody under the bus.
Michael has been hearing this question since '92. I don't know how many years that's been, but he's annoyed and fed up with it by now. And I've been asking you the same question. So how long has it been since '92? How many years is that? Someone do the math.
You can do it.
No, I'm not.
I got confidence. I got confidence. 92 to 2002 is how many years? Wait, break it down in chunks. Break it down in chunks. 92 to 2002.
Like, you want to.
Either way, it's been like 20 plus years. If you've been asked the same question, you won't get annoyed.
It's not 20 plus years yet. Well, you got it.
Team.
I mean, Mike did say Bird. He did say those words. In the modern day, that is dry snitching. That is dry snitching.
But there's been interviews where articles where Magic has said it too. Like I wasn't fond of him either. And Larry Bird, they all said.
But that was Mike's team though. Like so, whatever Mike said, man, it was gonna go. It was gonna fly.
All right. So if Mike said, "Yo, I want Isaiah Thomas," I love Mike, but they're not gonna outvote Mike 1 to like whatever the lineups of the roster for the Dream Team, like 12, whatever.
Say it again.
Like, so if the roster was like 14 people on the Dream Team, and Mike was the only one saying, "Yo, we need Isaiah," and then it's like, all right, who do you take off? Probably would have took up Christian Laettner, but whatever. But still,
no, they was gonna keep one college student. It was either gonna be Christian or Shaquille O'Neal that year, and Christian, surprise, got the
Duke.
yeah,
anyway,
Duke.
But whatever.
But yeah, you could have took Chris Mullins off that team. Come on now, Chris Mullins over Isaiah Thomas.
You need a forward. You need like a big.
They had plenty. They had Charles Barkley. They had plenty of bigs. They could have put Isaiah on that team.
I mean,
they had Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen.
It's a chemistry thing. It's honestly a chemistry thing. Like if nobody likes him, but I'm saying if nobody likes him on the team, there's been articles you could read it where Larry Bird said he wasn't very fond of Isaiah during that time. Obviously now they feel different because the years has passed.
Yeah, you heal.
But in that moment, Isaiah was not liked by Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. He just got out of a tough series with the Celtics where they were beefing really hard. Same with the Lakers, beefing really hard. Oh. So it's like he already had, since he played for the Bad Boy Pistons, and everybody already was like, oh, they're so bad, they're horrible people. When nobody actually knows them off the court, you just know him that way. So, and especially the way they played basketball back then, it was so more aggressive and way more like fights and physical. So it's just like they already don't like him, and they're not going to bring him on the team. They're not. And especially Jordan, when like I don't like him either. So it's like, of course, Jordan does play a part, but it's like they all don't like him. So I'm not going to put this one person on the team because then that changes the entire chemistry of the team. And the way it was back then, they probably just would have been shaded the hell out of him.
Okay. What about all the other times Jordan be snitching and being shady other than Isaiah Thomas when he be throwing people under the bus? Like, he had to tell that
he's doing his friend's relationship under the bus on that airplane. He was like, you see him? He be out with other girls, not his wife. I was like, damn, Jordan. Like,
the very first episode, the other team was doing lines. Damn, Mike.
They do lines of coke.
He was like, I went to my teammate locker room, and they were just coke in there. I was like, damn, Mike. Like, you know, we could Google, like, your rookie year, like, who's on the team, and then start narrowing it down. Like, just... But then again, Mike is Mike, so ain't happen to him.
Still snitching, you know.
No, it is, but it's Mike. Nothing gonna happen to Mike.
So this is part of the documentary that was on.
Okay. So the way they have it set up, it's like the main subject is like the 98 season, but they also obviously go back to Jordan's rookie year. Like they show you his whole path up into that season.
They actually go all the way back to college, but then they even have like side episodes where they feature on Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson and Dennis Rodman about how, you know, they also shaped his path to greatness. Because he was known for a long time just being like a dude who could score a lot of points, but he wasn't. He was Kyrie Irving. He was doing Kyrie Irving type stuff before.
With some defense involved.
Yeah. Like, you know, you scoring a bunch of points, but you ain't winning no championships, you know. and then he got some help. Yeah. Scotty helped, Phil helped, all them boy helped.
Yeah, they definitely all played a hand in being successful. They all did. Because with that team, you had to buy into your role. You had to buy into the team philosophy and play your role.
Nah, let's keep it a beam. They were all scared of Jordan. They was like, if I fail, Jordan's gonna beat me up.
Well, I mean, he punched.
That's why John Paxton hit a shot. That's why all Steve Kerr was hitting shots. Horace Grant was the only one that he wasn't gonna touch because Horace Grant did his job. So
he was scared of Dennis. Because Dennis didn't put that elbow on him back when he was with the Pistons. Look, he too was a part of the bad boy Pistons. And he was one of the main ones throwing them bowls.
But by the time Dennis came to the Bulls, Jordan was Jordan. And it was just like, you knew Dennis Rodman was valuable when Dennis Rodman was out in Vegas doing God knows what. But we knew what with God knows who. And
Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra.
And all the
that's
drugs.
who he was doing.
And Jordan showed up to his hotel and said, yo, you coming to practice, and dragged a drunk-ass Rodman to practice. So it's like...
man, Dennis Rodman is the greatest athlete that Phil Jackson has ever coached. He's the smartest athlete. No, that's what he said. Phil Jackson said it straight up. Dennis Rodman is the best athlete he has ever coached. And Michael Jordan said that Dennis Rodman is the smartest player he has ever played with.
The smartest teammate he ever had, yeah.
LeBron's smarter.
But Jordan ain't never played with LeBron. He's talking about Dennis. That's how Dennis Rodman was the type of player to change a game. He's a game changer without scoring no kind of points because he's so smart.
Have you seen his stat lines? They were some of the greatest stat lines. 2 points, 30 rebounds.
Like I get all the reads.
He had that pit bull in him. He had that dog in him.
I saw one stat line. He literally had 1 point, like 25 rebounds and like 4 steals. I was like, so he missed a free throw? Like really?
And the thing was crazy. He never got tired though. He never got tired.
Yeah. Why you think his stat line is also Madonna, Carmen Electra? Who else is on that?
Madonna. Isn't Madonna on it?
Yeah.
He dated Madonna.
Braxton, but one of them Braxton girls he dated, sisters, whatever.
Yeah. He was going through.
He had a nice
resume. He got a nice little resume.
Looking like that.
And who else? Who else had been on that?
And Rodman was a wrestler during the finals run.
He did do the NWO.
Only Rodman did that.
Because he got energy. He got energy.
I just think it's an interesting dynamic, especially now with us being quarantined and the documentary coming out right now. I feel like it's our own little, at least for me, it's like I get sports every Sunday. Because I got a text about like a leak or whatever, a hack that gave me all 10 episodes. And I just chose not to watch it because I was like, if I watch it now, I'm going to have nothing to look forward to on Sundays.
Yeah. I would have had it too. But I've been watching it on Zoom with some fellow people. I guess I couldn't invite y'all, but y'all was all doing stuff. I've been doing hood rat stuff with my new internet friends. I don't know where y'all be at.
Hood rat things.
Yeah.
I'm a text message away. But honestly, during that, I probably wouldn't want to Zoom.
Yeah, I've been in my own little world.
Oh no, we mute all the mics during.
But even then, I don't want to. My best friend, his girlfriend does like a watch party for Insecure. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I love y'all, but I'm not going to do this because when I watch it, I just need to be in my work and watch it. Because I don't want to hear you talking and then your Wi-Fi might be better than mine. And then I'm going to be upset. So just focus on my screen, watch it, call it a day.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up with a new feature. We're going to play Hot Seat with the Brodies. Are you ready, Brian?
I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm all in.
It's a dangerous game.
Nah, it's probably not going to be that dangerous with us.
Okay.
So, Cass, you know how to play Hot Seat. Yes. So each one of us is going to be in
paying attention Saturday when we was playing, to be honest with you. I really wasn't.
So one of us is going to be in the hot seat, and we're just going to go around and we're just going to ask some hot questions. You ask any question, and you have to answer it. If you don't want to answer it, you have to take a shot. We don't have any shots to take, so I guess you just need to answer the question. Oh, wait up. What you got? You got that hen dog still?
Yeah.
Gerard?
I go in there and get it.
Go get it out the trunk?
Yeah.
All right. So Cass is on the hot seat first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. So Brian, get your questions together. Gerard, get your questions together.
One question per person?
Yeah, we just going to ask one question. We're going to ask, but Cass, you can pick which one of us goes first according to your screen. If you don't want to answer the question, you can say pass, Gerard. not Gerard, Cash. You can't say pass, okay? We don't want to get you in trouble if we say anything controversial. We don't want to get you in trouble. We respect your ability to plead the fifth. You know, this is America, Jack. We ain't gonna put you out there like that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
All right. So who's first up to ask your first question, and you just go around.
So can I just say the order, just so it's like the order?
Okay, cool.
So it's gonna be Slim, then Brown, then Brian.
Hey, going first.
This is gonna be fun.
A question for Cash. Let me see.
And if you messing with Brown asked reckless questions.
Yeah, Brown, you go first, Brown.
Oh, okay. All right.
So then it's Brown, Brian, Slim.
Okay.
All right. Cass, when's the last time you orgasmed?
I told you I hate this damn game.
Brown be coming in so hot.
No, he come.
Like Brown don't warm up. He just go straight to the game. Like I'm good.
Ain't no lube, nothing.
It's only 3 questions. Like, come on, I can't be.
What is today? Today is Monday. 2 days ago.
All right. Mm-hmm. Brian's on you. You can ask him about his favorite color if you want to.
If you had to make one wish and if it was guaranteed to come true, would you choose marrying your lady or going back to the gym?
Oh, damn. I'm gonna say that. Ooh. I'm only gonna say marry my lady because we can do the gym together. Just right there.
Good answer.
I thought he was gonna say something like go back in time and do something. I was like, gym? Okay. I've been looking at ways to make a home gym anyway, so I got a weighted vest coming in. So yeah,
you ready, Cash?
Yep. The way you rubbing your little goatee, I don't like it.
All right, here we go. Four. Okay, all the money in the world or all the wisdom in the world? Which one?
Wow.
That's a good one. They're both great for their reasons. I'm only going to say the wisdom just because I think with the wisdom, I can get the money somehow.
Okay.
The wisdom should be able to give me the same amount of money and more.
Okay.
According to King Solomon, it give you a lot of wives, too.
Book of the Bible, too.
Mm-hmm.
Good book.
You ever read that Song of Songs, that Song of Solomon? Where you about to climb up that tree and get that sweet nectar? Mm-hmm. They don't preach from that book. Nah, they don't preach from that. Mm-hmm. Her breasts were like sweet honeydew. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That's in the Bible. That's the Bible right there. That's the word. That's the scripture. Because in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word became God and became flesh.
I got my question for Brown already.
So you got to please her flesh.
I got my question for Brown
according to the book, the good book.
Who's next?
You on hot seat, Gerard?
Yeah, it'd be you.
Okay, what's up?
So who?
We gotta do some think time. Let me give me a question. Who's gonna be your order?
It go Kaz, Brown, Brian.
All right, cool. So then I go first. Who would you want your first drink to be with?
Out of you three, out of
anybody. Like the very first time you drink, who is the person that you think they have to be there for this? Whether it's you drink, smoke, whatever. Like that was like, damn, I got to do it with this person.
Drink or smoking? Either one?
Like I got to do it with this one person.
Okay, dang, I can't name drop on the smoke though. That's a little different. I go to drinking. I've been promising. I promised a bunch of people my first drink, but somebody who I really owe one to. It's a couple, but I think this person stands out the most. I owe my homeboy Show a drink. I do because we made some bets and I've lost. I lost some bets. So, but then it would go like you guys, Kasim, Brown, my homeboy back at home, my cousin Robbie. My sister would love that one. But yeah.
I would love to see you two drunk. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I would just love to see it. I would love to see it. Both y'all just drunk. I don't know if it's gonna be a turn up, a fight. I'm just gonna be there like.
I don't know. I'd probably be a turn up. I don't think I'm not a violent person by name.
Yeah, but then she gonna look at you and be like, "This nigga shot me." So.
Nah, that's all years ago. I go up next, Brown.
Okay, this will probably be a very easy question. Have you ever had sex with a stripper?
He said it'd be an easy question.
No, I never had sex with a stripper.
Have you ever thought about
it?
In my mind, yeah. I had a bunch of babies together in my mind. There was this one in Canada named Diamond. Diamond changed my whole perspective on life. Yeah, we had some
Funny story.
We had some good conversations.
I remember in high school, I told my mom, I was like, hey, Mom, I think I'm going to talk to a girl named Diamond. My mom was like, you not talking to no girl with no stripper ass name. I was like, damn, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
Diamond worked at the Sundowner. For those who listen to this back at home in Canada, the Sundowner and right down Lundy's Lane. Yep. A bunch of people know about the Sundowner.
Some of your friends going to try to go there now and be like, oh,
no, she's probably not there no more. But no, I've never had sex with a stripper, Brown. Never had sex with a stripper.
Yeah.
You next, Brian.
What have you learned about yourself since you've been in quarantine that you didn't know prior to?
You look good with the hair. Keep it.
What you say, guys?
You look good with the hair. Keep it.
He gonna do his Drake phase, the second part of Drake's career.
I'm going through it over here. One thing I learned about quarantine.
Learn about yourself while in quarantine.
I'm a pretty quick learner. I've invested in some stocks. I've been doing a lot of research on stocks lately, and since it's down, I've kind of taught myself, or like started beginning to teach myself, like what to look for, the highs and lows, what companies, and stuff of that nature. Yeah. So for those who don't know, like the stock market is crazy right now. I mean, you can buy a stock from like Macy's for $6. Like that's how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a gamble, And shout out to Lynn, because we've been trying to invest in stocks, hoping that the return be a lot of money. But obviously it's down, but it's going to take time though. So the stock market is really, I learned a lot about that so far and whatnot.
Cool.
All right. Brian, you next.
So I have to pick the order.
Yeah, what's the order? I'll be gentle.
I'll do Cass, Slim, and Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I got my question for you already.
Jesus.
It's not bad. It's not.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. You said Cass, me, then Brown, or Cass, Brown, and me?
Cass, you, then Brown.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start off easy because I'm your only friend here, Brian.
Wait, what?
I'm going to start off easy.
Why do you always do that to them? Like the time you told me that they said F me or something like that? Like,
it's funny. It's just funny.
It's petty, man.
No, yeah, I'm super petty. Like, my sense of humor is not for everybody. So if it makes me laugh,
they've been nothing but nice since like...
No, that's true. They have. And that's why it's pure jokes, because clearly they've been so nice to you. But it's just funny. It makes me feel better. That's all right. So
Cass got the good light in the day. Boy, you got that double light?
Nah. Actually, I do actually. You got the above, got the little desk lamp.
Yeah.
No, so I'll just say
literally lit.
What were when you first met me, what were your very first thoughts?
Oh.
This what we're doing tonight.
Hey man.
Questions.
I want to know.
I want to know.
True. That should have been my question for all y'all, since I'm the new one.
I will say that I have found that I was wrong, so that's a good thing.
Wait, what?
My initial thought, I thought you were kind of, I thought you were going to be a jerk, like just horrible, because you were talking a lot, you were doing a lot, and I was just like, this guy is just going to be, you can't tell him nothing.
He's that guy, huh?
He's that guy, yeah.
He's that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian. Okay, since you've been a part of the Brodies, right? Who is your favorite Brody and why?
He took my question. That was going to be my question.
Who is your favorite Brody and why?
Hot seat. Talk about a hot seat game, huh? Damn, he really thinking too. He like, shit.
I know he is.
He like, damn, I need to say Kasim because he added me. But then I like everybody else. He's so.
Who's my favorite, truthfully? I like all three of you for different reasons.
PC answer.
but I'm going to go with Brown. Brown's probably better.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Why Brown?
It's because they both nerds in their particular nerdy way.
Well, that, but then also there's a dichotomy to his character where he can go extremely nerdy, but then he can go like totally like intellectual, but then he can be very offensive and just rude at times too.
Slim, so he just said we stupid. So you don't get intellectual, basically. Like,
we got IEPs, me and you.
Word,
It's just it's you're like a chameleon. You really are, and I can't peg you. So like the moment where I feel like I have you figured out, it's just like, well, no, that's
Drop a bomb.
yeah. So
he say some shit about a movie with a train and the snow. You be like, how does nigga know about that?
right, yeah, Snowpiercer. Sorry,
That's horseradish.
but if I had
Hogwash, huh?
Brody, it would be Slim, only because you don't say anything at times, and it's just like you're extremely quiet, and the quiet ones are the ones you really have to pay attention to at times. So there's more, I feel like, going on internally than what you show.
That's everyday life.
Yeah. And I've already said what I thought about Cass, so we can just move on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
If you could be any mythical creature, what would you be and why?
I have an answer. Oh God.
He's crying. That's how you know it's good.
He's thought about that. He's a manicore.
This is why Brown and Brian go together.
Yeah,
This is why.
they have a whole bromance. Their bromance created right now.
They're like Paulie D and Vinny from the Jersey Shore. They just bromance just instantly. Boom.
I was right.
So do you want Greek mythology or do you just want anything?
Ooh.
You can do any mythology. If you want to do Native American, you want to be a Wendigo? Yo.
No. If I had to pick one, and this is going to sound weird, but I would want to be a merman. Like, I would, or an Atlantean, something like that. Something dealing with water.
That's cool. Pisceans forever.
Yeah.
Keep it up. So it's come to that hour, ladies and gentlemen,
Nigga,
where...
I feel like Brown ain't gotta go. Nah, Brown on the hot seat now.
Oh no, I'm on the hot seat. It's the time y'all all been waiting for. I gotta put the sound effect in. Brown. My order is such. We're gonna go Brian, Slim, Cass.
No, Cass will revenge.
I know that's why I let him go last. I know you're doing.
Cass like, no, run that back.
You gonna run this game back real quick?
Run that back.
So my question for you is, when was the last time you listened to the Hamilton soundtrack?
Shoot, I actually haven't listened to it in like.
Oh wow.
11 days, man. Like 11 days.
The way he was setting it up, you thought he was gonna say like some.
Nah.
Like 11 days, like not even 2 weeks. Like,
well, because that used to be my shower music, and then I switched. I've been listening like Speaker Box to Love Below as my shower music now. So like surprisingly, Dre is on Speaker Box a lot. He's on like a lot of hooks. He's like, I ain't rapping, but I'm gonna sing this. I'm gonna get down. Ghetto music. I'm like, there's you, Dre. There's you. Anyway, Slim.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You gotta kill one, save one, and lie on one.
wait, lie on one?
Lie on one. Yep.
What? With y'all three?
Yep.
So
Wow.
I got to kill, say, lie.
Yeah, you gotta kill one. You gotta save one person. You have to lie on somebody.
This is actually surprisingly easy.
Cash, you about to die.
Yep, I'm loaded.
I'm gonna save Brian. I'm gonna lie on Slim, and I'm gonna kill Cass.
Wow.
I'm a goner.
All right, Cass, what's your question, man? I know it's a good one.
It's a good one, but it's just for me, just because I feel like I haven't had a personal, deep ass conversation with Dev about this, and I've been dying to do it.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Oh boy.
In your marriage, what parts do you want to be reciprocated for your next if you get married again? Like, what parts from it do you want to take and be like, all right, I want this. These were the good parts. I want to keep this and take it to my next one.
Oh, okay.
If that made sense.
Oh, no, that's easy. That's easy. The parts I want to keep are the spirituality of it. Like we was going to church a lot together, and it was like it was very common for us to go to church on Saturdays because, like, man, Sunday too crowded. I don't like crowds like that. You know how I've been social distancing my whole life. You know what I'm saying? But go to church on Saturday and then go to like the movies right afterwards. So like, man, and just had that time to like go to God together in the beginning. Towards the end, I don't know, but that's the part that I look back and like that's the first thing popped in my head that I want to keep on being a better man, because I think I just got back in a place where I'm not being angry with God, and that's the reason why I stopped like going to church for two reasons. I stopped going to church: the breaking up of my marriage and Trump being elected. Those two things really made me like, yo, you know what? Like, I love God, but y'all church folk, I'm good off y'all. But I'm getting back to the point where I'm like, all right, man, I ain't go back to church now. I ain't get back into it. Let me get back in this good book and this word and quit being a heathen. I put my thought and bopping days behind me. I ain't no hoe no more. I'm saved again. What? Why you look in the face?
Cash, you so wrong.
I said I ain't a hoe no more.
Hoes usually say that.
I ain't never been a hoe, so. Y'all supposed to say, yeah, bro, you ain't never been a hoe.
Yeah. Like, you've been like the Saint, day one, like all day. Do it for Little Saint. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hardball references? No, you got serve reference.
Yeah.
Why black children be dying in all these damn movies? This is goddamn shame.
Real life. It's too real.
Man, it's been a pleasure getting back with y'all. I don't know how this audio is going to sound, but you know, we working on it, America. We gonna get it right, and we'll get to post this up on the IGs and the YouTubes and all that good stuff. Any other closing thoughts before we take it away?
Nah, I just missed y'all, man. It's been way too long. Somebody had to travel, and now I can't see my friends.
You could. Yes, you can.
He could see you do this. Like, you.
No, hey, no. You can see your friends all you want. I told you. You can see your friends. So if there's no other any other thoughts from the other two?
Nah, it's good seeing y'all. It's good seeing y'all. It really is good seeing y'all.
I had fun. This wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be. You guys are pretty cool. Or I already knew that, but like to do it with you guys. If
you mean like Brown and Slim are cool, because everybody hates me, so it's cool.
We love you, Cass.
You're like the official bad guy, and I think you like being the bad guy sometimes.
I do act. No, I love him.
You know, there's no Brodies without you, Cass.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Put your face against the screen.
This is just.
I need this patch to grow in, like right there. And
So Slim, how's it going? How's it going?
All right.
Tomorrow my movie come out. Watch it.
Yeah. That's another thing. It's almost done, Slim.
Cass's movie, his little debut, and Brian's movie's coming out.
The trailer's gonna debut June 5th, and I'm trying to figure out
3 days before my birthday. Oh, it's gonna be lit. Every day we live.
And Rise of Skywalker
yeah.
dropped on Disney Plus.
I saw
is
that.
that?
May the
Yeah.
4th. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see it in theaters, so.
Yeah. So with that, we are the
Brody Bunch. The Brody Bunch.
I guess. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night, man. See y'all next week.
Alrighty.